Monday, 26th of June. Welcome to the pre-US look ahead, guys. So what we're seeing is a failed military coup in Russia over the weekend, and we were talking a little bit about oil here um, on that situation, right? So invariably, if there's a military coup, that's going to be production levels for oil in that country. In this case, Russia. You really got to think that a lot of people are going to flee facilities, because they're afraid they're going to get shot up. Now, in Russia, the situation may not be strictly like it would be in the Middle East, where you have very bloody civil unrest. But invariably, there will be a bid in oil catering for the idea that the oil production facilities and refinery facilities may experience downtime because there's a military coup. So, and you could price in that would be, maybe lasting up to like a month maximum. But really, it should get priced in and out of the markets probably within a week, right? But what we've seen here is the coup has been turned on its heels 200 kilometers away from Moscow. And so, therefore, we do have this gap up here in oil, but, it's just not really holding, as we've seen with a lot of the gap ups over the Saudi cuts, et cetera, right? So, I think it's a pretty dodgy thing to go trading oil here at the moment. I think invariably we're just going to go sideways, probably between 69s and 71s. I think until we get a little more insight out of what's happening in Russia, right?
Okay. Russia's Foreign Minister Lavrov says that Russian special services are investigating if Western special services were involved in the June 24th
investigation stuff here now.
Wagner Group
coming across about the Wagner Group, but that's oil. It's going to be pretty tricky. Equities, if we look across to say the Nasdaq here, so we're really going to be testing a couple of these areas up here today. So I think there's going to be a hard test for 15163's Nasdaq, and that's going to be just bid up to here. I like the shorts around here. I like the shorts around there. It's already finding a little bit of resistance on some levels that we have here, 15083's, to then come down and really, I think, you've got some places for this market to want to go to 14,899s. We'll call it 14,900s on the downside, and actually way back down here. Okay. So, these are some levels that we know how to trade in the room here. So do be aware of short side interest coming into these markets, and a bid on the Nasdaq to the 15163s. I'd be a bit careful about taking a long and then trying to hold up through there. But if you do, great. I'd be certainly taking something off into the 163s and then play for, can we get back above that 163s area and go higher and prove that we've just had a pullback there of about 3 days last week. All right. So that is the Nasdaq. SPOOs, we got some other levels coming into play here as well. I think we should be pulling back to 43.45s and lower, 43.33 or 43.31s as well. I think this pullback is a little bit too deep here. And, we're seeing dour information out of business climate and IFO index out of Germany this morning. And so nothing really of note to come over the radar for the US
Russia's
data
Foreign Minister
session
Lavrov
today.
again, that Western and Kiev's claims that Russia plans to blow up the Zaporizhia nuclear plant are nonsense.
And then nothing really on Wednesday. Thursday, of course, US GDP at 1/2 and initial jobless claims. And then Friday to close out the week, we'll get the Fed's favorite data point, the PCE price index, and Chicago PMIs to come in the US session, along with Michigan consumer sentiment. So a lot more to come through the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not that interesting on these US markets. So you can see SPOOs is really screwed where it is here. Pull back onto 43.97s. I'd be a seller, even push that up maybe on the 4400 seller. And then I just think we need to come down here on these equities. Everything's too expensive. And Jason's going to be laughing at me because he's like, well, you know what? You could be saying these things are expensive for the last 80 years, and fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So stay with us during the week. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great session. Good luck out there. Be good. Bye-bye.